Chapter 4, it is post-production and delivery. So I've kind of explained to you what systems I enjoy using. Photos show how it looked, video feels how it felt. Make sure that you can kind of keep that in mind while you're editing. And don't forget that some shots that maybe aren't picture perfect, and if they tell a story, if they have an emotion behind it, I always say if you throw a little black and white film look to it, it is sometimes some of the favorite images that I have. So just keep in mind when you're calling, when you're doing your highlight, making sure that you're keeping that in mind, making sure that they can feel how the day was. Post-production is important, but more importantly is your backup, the safety and storage of your stuff. So when I get home, I make sure that I offload all of my SD cards onto an external hard drive, making sure that the computer is plugged in, that there's not going to be any like corrupted things or the power is going to go out or anything like that. After everything is safely onto my solid state drive, I will then call the images in Photo Mechanic and then pop that into a Lightroom catalog. And then everything video wise, I kind of wait to do anything with that, but I keep everything on the solid state drive, and those cards will go into a separate spot. Make sure that you don't format over those, and wait till you're doing that to do anything with those files. So Lightroom will definitely speed up your workflow. I started with Photoshop, but I'm glad that those days are kind of far beyond doing every image and saving one at a time. Lightroom has the capabilities and amazing technical AI usages to just kind of speed up your workflow. And with presets, your own presets, and just the way that they can edit a raw file is amazing. And making sure that you are recording all of your stuff in RAW so that you have full ability to manipulate all of those different levels of midtones, shadows, highlights, colors, and also like the color of calibration and all that kind of stuff. DaVinci Resolve, I load everything into a media log and then kind of pull from there. Music bed is where I grab my music, and that's kind of all of the post-production for that end. And then my PicTime shop, everything is going to be hosted in there. The sneak peeks will be delivered through there. Also, make sure that your couples kind of give their stamp of approval before things are blasted around the socials, because if they don't love something about it, you need to make sure that they like it before you start advertising that. And then product delivery is important, making sure that you're keeping ahead of your timelines and keeping ahead of those deadlines, and making sure that you have a system in which they can say, we love them, grab that review when they say those words of affirmation, and something ready to go when that happens. But also that the galleries that they share with their friends and family is a seamless experience, and that you're offering all that you can to maximize your profit margins. Making sure that your product delivery is seamless, you're quality controlling everything, and keep things safe. I have backups on backups on backups of things, and in the years I have had a client that reached out from 2012 that they didn't save their CD from their wedding day. So making sure that you keep things, and knowing that systems will fail, but making sure that you have backups of things. So definitely keep things. After the gallery is exported onto PicTime, I definitely do another export and save those JPEGs onto the main solid state working drive that I have. But then I also copy that same gallery and do it on a separate hard drive, just in case. Everything with backups, you have digital options as well. Backblaze, like there's different online cloud storages. For me, I haven't really found one that I love yet. So if you find one that you love that's easy and user-friendly, let me know, because all of them seem really, really hard to understand and expensive. So I just kind of use the gallery, my solid state drives, external hard drive, and also just my, until I format things over, I'll keep them until my 3 backups are ready to go. So I have my Amazon storefront. You guys are welcome to jump into that. That houses all of my gear and where to get it from. And it definitely is a one-stop shop. Now I will give you a PSA. Sometimes if it is not through the authorized seller, it could be a gray market camera. I have had that happen in the past where I bought a Nikon and it was not the real thing. And it was something from Japan that was like a copycat. So make sure either if you get something from Amazon that you're within that window, maybe go to a camera store and double check that it's good to go, making sure the shutter count isn't like astronomical. And also things like KEH, I've had some bad experiences with, so double check those things and get somebody that's authorized can tell you things are good to go before that return window closes. And for the most part, small business support is huge. I feel like we're a small business. We should do the same for our friends there in the brick and mortar world that are trying to keep us afloat. So the main things, Lightroom and DaVinci Resolve, are going to be wonderful players in your branding and in your business, as well as I utilize a lot of Google Docs, Google Sheets, QuickBooks, and things to also keep your money managed. Along with doing all of these types of things with the back end of your business, keeping things legit also is important. So making sure that when you set up your business, whether it be an LLC, an S Corp, whatever it is, making sure that you're doing it correctly. I use Zen Business to set up everything for myself. And then I also have a wonderful CPA that keeps me accountable and guides me into the right direction for that.
Standing on the edge of something beautiful, under the colors of a burning sky.